Hi everyone, I just wanted to create a few short videos to hopefully give some of the headlines for this paper, because I know how time consuming it can be sometimes to get stuck into a paper. So hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea of some of our aims and our key findings, and you can decide if you want to get stuck in and read the paper. What we set about trying to do was understand the importance of ratio of forces, direction of force application to sprint performance during just the early acceleration phase. So we know from a lot of JB and Pierre's research that RF abilities are important over the whole phase. A lot of my research in the past has been in early acceleration, so just the initial block exit and first few steps. And we wanted to try and understand whether RF abilities are just as important over those, and potentially also whether we can use some of Pierre's simple model metrics to help us understand this. So Roo was one of our collaborators on this project, Roo Nagahara, and we were fortunate enough to be able to use then some of his data from his 50-meter force plate system to enable us to answer a series of questions. It wasn't the first thing we planned on addressing, but after starting with some data analysis, one of the first things we realized was that different approaches to calculating step average ratio of forces led to quite different ratio of force velocity profiles. And that's the first question we then just tried to fully understand the effects of. Once we'd done that, we were then able to understand whether RF ability during early acceleration was of greater importance or not than someone's ability to just produce high absolute resultant forces, as we know is the case during the whole acceleration phase, but is it also the case during early acceleration? The third question then was to understand if achieving high ratio of forces is important, what is the way that athletes should aim to do that? Should they aim for really high values during the initial block exit or push off, or should they be focusing on trying to stop the decline in ratio of forces over the first few steps? And finally then, we wanted to look at how well we could use Pierre's simple macroscopic model outputs to give us an understanding of some of these important measures.